This trip has been very successful. I first got here on Thursday to have my interview. So I had a 5 a.m. flight essentially. So I had to get up at like 3 a.m. and then make it to the airport, the Detroit, well, the Lansing airport, make my connecting flight to Detroit so I can get to DC. There were so many things that were coming up against me. Y'all, like when I tell you, it was like the devil was so busy. Like he was attacking me mentally, spiritually, emotionally before the trip in the days leading up to the trip. But when I actually got to the airport, they checked my bag at the gate, even though I did not want to like check my bag for baggage claim. But of course, I like went along with it. I'm not going to fight like the people at the airport. So then they were late getting the bags from the gate. And so my plane was already boarding to go from Detroit to Washington. So I had to hightail it from from the gate. I had to hightail it from the gate. And that was crazy. Like I almost missed my flight. And then I made it. I got on the plane to go from Detroit to DC. While I was on my Delta flight, when they bring out the little teas and stuff, baby, let me tell you. Let me get closer to the camera so I can really tell you. I spilled tea all over my satin blouse that I had. And you know, it was the good satin blouse with all the ruching at the top, so I can give a little bit of drama. And baby, it was like horrible. So I just was like, instead of me sitting there and thinking like, you know what, maybe this isn't gonna work out, I saw it as, oh, the devil must really know that I'm going to be blessed. Like he's coming up hard against my blessing. That's kind of what I took it as. And yeah, here we are. Also, hair by Cardiana the stylist. My hair is laid to the gods. Curls still here, and I got this done Wednesday night, and I've just been putting like flexi rides, and I put my band down at night too sometimes. But it's just, this is a really cute wig. It's like a very style. Oh, y'all hear that outside? Real busy out here. But it's very much like a style that I probably will wear more. I had the curly hair for the cruise that I just was on, but I think this is more of like a fit for corporate Gabby. I usually wear my hair kind of similar to this, usually a little bit longer, but I kind of think that I want to keep going shorter and shorter. I definitely don't want to cut my natural hair anytime soon. So yeah, but I do feel like this was a really good move for me in terms of me just going for what I really want. I hope I can look back at this and be like really proud of myself, because honest to God, only God above knows like how hard it's been for me having this dream. A lot of people don't know that I've been dreaming of moving to the East Coast since 2019, I would say, back when I was like 21, which that's almost like 5-6 years ago. So it's essentially been a 6-year journey of me getting to this point. The interview went really well that I did have on Thursday, and I usually have a really good gut feeling. And I'm also critical of myself, but I know when I slay an interview. Like I know when I do my big one, and I really do feel like, I don't know, I did really well, and I feel like they'll at least call me back for a second interview. So I think one of my tips for people who want to make it to like big cities, like, do not be afraid. It's just like a lot of change I can feel like happening in my like personal life. The National African American Museum was amazing. They actually had like soul food in the little cafeteria, the Sweet Home Cafe. I thought that was really ingenious because like, who would have thought? Okay. But the food was actually relatively good. I was asking them like, are these canned greens? Because I don't do canned greens, honey. I pick my greens. I don't do glories. Nothing against those of you who do, but I don't do glories. Like, that's just not my MO. So, but I just really want to be able to look back at this day and say like, wow, this was a really big day for you. This was a big day for me. And I, want to be able to reflect later. Right across the street, they have these really nice apartments. The area I'm in is Mount Vernon Square, and it's essentially this is Mount Vernon Triangle, but the area I'm in is called Mount Vernon Square, to be exact. But one thing that I loved is that it's just very diverse out here. There's a lot of young professionals, and fingers crossed I get the job because this area is about 6 minutes away from my would-be job. So I looked at two apartment buildings that are owned by the same property company, and they were beautiful. The floor plans were huge, 600 square feet, washer and dryer in the unit, like y'all know, like beautiful backsplashes. I really do feel like it's up from here, honey. I really don't know what to like expect. I strongly feel though that there's no coincidence that I'm here, not just today, but just like in general. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't. But like I'm here, and I was just really getting emotional just thinking about like my process and about how like I really wanted this for a really long time. Yes, the pandemic stood in the way, but a lot of it, to be honest, was my own personal fear. Like I was the one getting in the way of what I was supposed to be doing, right? And so I guess for me, today and these last few days have just been a lot of like validation and confirmation that like I'm doing the right thing and it's all gonna work itself out. Ideally, I'll fly back down for my second round interview. So that's sort of the thought process. I should be taping things horizontally versus vertically. I at least went to school for journalism, but sometimes a journalism major don't be journalism. So I still want to use the clips that I used before, but this is probably the best way to put it together. But yeah, y'all, I'm just chilling at the hotel, just living my life, I guess. Like, I really do hope for the best with everything. And I do think it's gonna go over really, really well. It's been a lot of fun, actually. So I'm just overwhelmed, really, by like the concept of everything. So, but yeah, I mean, making moves slowly but surely. And I'll continue to update. Bye. So I wonder what this is. Ooh.
So we have a unit like this available on the 5th, 6th floor.
Okay. It's something about seeing the places
Furnished?
with furnished, like gives you more of a okay, so this is a closet. I mean, I definitely know I need to purge. I'm gonna definitely have to purge.
Yeah.
But this is a cute little setup.
And then all of these units are under 3,000 and they're all above 600 square feet. So
Okay.
you have options with this unit as well. Mm-hmm.
Cute. I'm also taking inspo because this is a very like cutesy vibe.
Yes, a lot of times residents come here just to work.
Okay, I see people working.
If someone's in there, then no one else is in there. It really just depends on the person. You have your grills outside in case anyone wants to come up here and grill for you.
Okay. Saturday, October 12th, and I am in a really good space. So I got confirmation that I moved to the second round of interviews probably last Wednesday. So where am I at with my feelings? I feel like I'm on like the precipice of something like really big, but I just like don't know what, you know? So after the first interview, I even put like in my family group chat, like I knew I did my big one. And I'm very critical of myself. So when I said I did well, I knew I did well. But today I just went up to a coffee shop up the street and just graded some schoolwork for the class that I teach. I teach PR 225 at Michigan State University, a hybrid class. So I only teach in the mornings on Mondays. But yeah, I think you can tell just by like how I'm like acting, and I'm like very excited. My hair is still really cute. I probably will do, oh, I know I will get my hair done again when it's time to fly out to DC again for my next job interview. I've already started doing like my job prep, even though I don't have a confirmed date and time. I only have confirmation that I've moved forward to the second round of interviews. But that's enough confirmation for me. From there, I'm going to move forward. So that is kind of where I'm at. Just wanted to quickly hop on here and give like a quick little update because I'm trying to vlog this experience as well as I can because I want to be able to document it not only for myself, but for maybe my future kids or maybe people who are inspired in some way, shape, or form by like my very singular individual journey. So this is what I am going to be wearing for my second round interview in DC. And it's a really cute cut. I had to go up to a size 14 in the pants because I'm kind of on the curvier side, but I think this will work. So today I had another interview for another organization. So I completed my first round interview this morning. It went okay. I think that I'm just in a space where I'm really just going out on dates with employers, I guess is the best way to put it, and figuring out what's going to be a fit for me. I don't know if I sound super winded because, child, I just came from up the stairs, but definitely a social experiment is what this whole interviewing game is. Thankfully, next week when I'm in town, I go back out to DC. I have a second round interview. So with the other organization. So I feel really good about that. But check out my backdrop. This is my home office. I have been living at home for the last 4 years. I moved back in the middle of the pandemic during 2020. And child, I just stayed and found work here in the Lansing area. But it's always been my dream to move to the bigger city, to the East Coast, and pursue, a different type of sort of life and idea. But wait 1 second. I kind of want to show off my pants today. So you may have noticed this satin shirt, this little satin hookup. I actually wore this 2 weeks ago when I was in DC for my first round virtual interview in DC. And I liked it so much that I wore it again for this first round interview for another organization. So of course, I'm not going to share like what the organizations are, but very prominent places to work. And I think I could potentially be happy wherever I end up. But I also feel like God is the one who is going to determine this for me. And I just got to go with my gut. And that's all I'm going to say. Obviously, the internet is not a place for everything. So I can't share the ins and the outs of my interview process just out of respect for the companies I'm interviewing with and whichever company will be my forever home. So, and of course, when I say forever home, meaning I do want to spend some time in this next organization and have a tenure similar to what I've been able to build here in Michigan politics. Wait till y'all see this suit I'm going to wear for my second round in-person interview in Washington, D.C. Baby, it's an Ann Taylor classic, and I'm really excited to wear it. So yeah, I just feel like it's a lot of things going on, a lot of good things, and I'm not gonna like get caught up in the weeds or caught up in the minutia of it all. I really start using big words when I get very philosophical, but until then, peace out and stay blessed. So I just got done with my second round interview for the other jobs because I can't detail what the jobs are. I really feel like it went well. I'm talking to somebody new and they gave me the advice to just answer the question as it comes to you. Don't feel the need to rehearse. Of course, I had my notes here. I had questions ready to ask. And I asked them about team culture and things like that. I think it's very important to ask people about their team culture, making sure that this is something that you want to do. And I'm just really excited. I catch my flight later in the afternoon today, late afternoon, like after work and stuff. So I really feel like it's going to be pretty positive. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the performance project, which I know I'm going to kill it. And I know God will give me the grace to finish. But I wore this little pink shirt because I felt like pink was bright and I just wanted to kind of show a little bit of personality, a little razzle dazzle. I definitely use a lot of nonverbal cues. I smiled when I could and when it made sense too, not to be weird, but I'm just hoping that it's positive. I really do want to explore this opportunity and just be open to like what the universe has for me. So there's that. Like, life is really lifing and I'm really growing and about to hit my stride in my career. I could just feel it. And this is just a new chapter in my life. So I'll call y'all. Bye. But yeah, I'm really just waking up. I just went downstairs and got some breakfast. I'm just finishing up breakfast and just drinking my tea. But today is the big day. Today is the day where I go to my second round interview, but it's in person this time. So I'm physically going to the office here in DC. And I don't know, I just have a lot of different emotions, but I want to be able to say how I feel on camera because one day I will look back at this and be like, wow, like you really did it. Right now I'm down to at least 2 different jobs. So I know like one of these jobs are gonna be the one. I don't know which one, but one of these jobs are gonna be the one. So it's just a matter of not if, but when I get the offer. I'm hoping today, since I do meet with HR at the end of my like interview, I hope I get like a tour because that usually means that they really want to hire you. I'm just hoping today is incredibly fruitful and incredibly fun, but more importantly, sort of highlights and spotlights to me like where I want to be in this next chapter of my life. You know, I've touched down in DC and already I feel like all the things that I wanted to come to fruition are already coming to fruition within a matter of like weeks to days. Like I feel that way every single time I get down here. So I know that all of this is not in vain. You know, I'm about to not only do a little bit of work that I have to do for my job, my actual day job. Today I want to grade some papers or grade some writing projects as well for my class. I want to just have a really good productive day, but my main focus right now is just going over my notes and my talking points. I got X-Men on in the back. If anybody knows, I really do love superhero movies. Like it's kind of like a thing. I love Disney movies and superhero movies, but I was like, this is the type of energy I'm on. I chose this over Sex in the City because I was like, I want to be on this type of energy. I'm coming to save the world, honey. Yes. So the next time that you see me, I may very well be doing like one last look of my outfit. I do have earlier footage, I'm sure that you will see in this vlog of me like trying on the outfit I wore, but you'll be able to see the full effect and full look. I will definitely give you that last look before I get in my Uber and head to the office for my second in-person interview.